offense gets set to do battle with the Kansas City Chiefs. Here's the kicker, Harrison Butker, ready to get this one started. And we are underway from downtown Minneapolis. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. It'll go as a loss of a yard on the game's first play. Second. Down.
I'm coming back. I'm coming back. Second and 11 at the 24-yard line.
After the sack, here's second and 11.
53's mine. No chance. Check. Show it.
Hey, flipper. Gun.
Ringo.
Now the first carry for Dalvin Cook. And nothing doing here as this time the run maybe gets him back to the line of scrimmage, but that's it. Maybe a gain of a yard that time, but from the spot, actually no gain. So third and long. 3 and out, a real danger here on their opening drive as they come up on a 3rd and 12.
Watch his slant. You go tight. You got tight right there. Big dance. Come.
Play action now. Cousins. Nowhere to escape, and State man Chris Jones with a sack there.
It always helps for a visiting team to come in and set the tone on defense. In fact, when we talked with them prior to the game, they said they wanted this home crowd to feel like they had to hide their valuables when they were in town.
Well, the home crowd quiet now early. See if their offense can take over and get some points on the board. Very good return that time. 18 yards. And the Chiefs will have excellent field position here as they take over. First and 10. Here's Mahomes rolling to his right. And this one caught by Travis Kelce. And all the way down to the 7-yard line. Mahomes finding his tight end Kelce for a big one. 42 yards. Here's Mahomes to throw. This is caught. A gain of 7 that time. 2nd goal. Good yardage on first down. Now can they punch it in on 2nd and goal? Now Mahomes, and he will score. Touchdown, Kansas City. Patrick Mahomes taking it in as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. An ideal start for them, really. You force the punt, and then you go down and score.
And you've got to see a fist pump on the sideline from the head coach, don't you? Because he's turned into his bench, and he's telling his team, this is how we prepare. Force the punt, go downfield and score. I told you guys, it's just like a boxer in the gym preparing for the fight. Now we get to turn it all loose.
That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And they'll certainly be trying to do better than that first drive where they went 3 and out.
And sometimes the first drive is just simply to settle nerves. You know what it's like at the start of a game with the emotion. Guys a little bit jumpy.
But you do.
Oh, you understand the same way. It's just like us calling one, right? Making sure we ease into the game, let it come to us.
Well, you went 3
and
and
now
out.
they have that opportunity.
No, you didn't go 3 and out. I went 3 and out on that first drive. I'll try to do better here. Eight yards the gain on that last run. Here's second and a couple.
You can't block me. You can't block me. You can't block me. 300.
To throw, Cousins. A 50-50 ball here, and it's intercepted. Picked up by the Honey Badger, Tyrann Mathieu.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
Check, 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 check. Watch your shit. Watch your shit.
A first carry now. This is Williams. And he's got this down to the 35. It'll go as a gain of 10 and a Kansas City first down. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
First down, Chiefs.
From the gun, it's Mahomes. Dancing to his left. He'll try and run it. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's second down. Throwing again on second down. Mahomes eluding the pressure right. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Say hello to Eric Kendricks. He gets the sack there.
Okay, was it a breakdown in protection? Did the running back not pick him up? What does it really matter? Sometimes it's just a great play made by the defense. Big-time sack.
Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. On 3rd and long, it's Mahomes. Flushed out right. He wants it all for the end zone. This is caught by Hill for a Chiefs touchdown. Tyreek Hill, 38 yards. And the Chiefs are able to extend their lead. And, partner, they found a gap there on the post pattern, and it was in the middle third of the field.
And that's really difficult to do because ordinarily the safeties are back there to prevent that happening. But they found the opening and exploited it.
Butker on for the PAT. And it's good, and they have jumped out here to a quick 14-0 first quarter lead. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Butker now to kick this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
Let's put them on the buses. Let's put that team on the bus. Tighten up, tighten up, tighten up. Say.
On play action, Cousins. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 45 and to the 43. So down inside the 45 to the 43-yard line. That's where they'll take over. How about the big boys snagging one? You don't see that every week.
No, you don't, but a lot of them are just reliving their old dreams, going back to when they were in youth football and in high school. They didn't always play defensive line. Some of them actually handled the football, and you can see the flashback when he grabbed that one.
And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. That one good for 12 yards into Kansas City first. Steps away to his left. He's going to take off with it, and he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be second and a couple. Looking to throw again on second down. Mahomes is for his running back, McCoy. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. That one good for 17 yards, and now they've got it first and goal.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe a defensive end dropping out in a zone blitz, he's going to win that battle just about every time.
When we talk about being on schedule, I think they're on schedule after that run, getting it right down there on the doorstep.
Maybe even a little bit ahead, because now the defense can't dictate with pressure. They're guessing about where you're going to go.
That is caught by Williams for a Kansas City touchdown. 2 yards on the touchdown there. And the Chiefs are able to extend their lead. Extra point splits the uprights, and it's now 21-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here, or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. We remind you that coming up at halftime, Jonathan Coachman will be alongside. He'll have highlights and analysis from Orlando of this first half of action. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Working out of the gun, Cousins. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off right around the 43. And they will take over possession of the football at their 42-yard line. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And the ledger for them so far looks pretty good, doesn't it?
It certainly does. Touchdown, touchdown, touchdown. Not sure it can be much better than that. They've got to feel very good about the groove that they're in at this stage of the game.
4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. Mahomes now to throw. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Xavier Rhodes, the cornerback, there in coverage. So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. To throw, it's Mahomes. Being chased out left. And going deep for Hill. Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. And mark him down all the way inside the Minnesota 10. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on 1st and goal. Mahomes going to throw. Looking for Watkins, and it's intercepted. Xavier Rhodes with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Brandon, this is why golfers do their best to never count a score in their head before the ball goes in the cup. This looked like a slam dunk for points on this drive, didn't it? Instead, they throw an interception, and they're going to come away empty.
Following the interception, Cousins. That's to Dalvin Cook, his running back. And he's able to get this one all the way past the 30. Now the Vikings will use the second of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
Hey, Charlie.
From the shotgun, it's Cousins going up top. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off at the 35. And he'll take this all the way down inside the 40. Johnson was the intended receiver.
You're trailing, you're trying to get points late in the half. I absolutely understand that. But remember, it's all about the ball. And without the ball, you can't get those points. They just turned it over.
Now you got to be careful because that deficit can get a little bigger on the other side with that good field position they just took over with. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be 2nd down. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. So on 2nd down, the field goal unit is on here as they try to get 3 before half. From the right hash and call it an even 50 yards. So a big play before the end of the half to get him into this spot, and they cash in with 3.
How about the 1-2 to the solar plexus on that one? The big play, the field goal, not much time left on the clock. That's the way to go into the half.
This will be fielded at the 8. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Ready for the start of the 3rd quarter. The Chiefs have the lead and set to receive the football. That's fielded in the end zone. And all that worked, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. On 2nd and inches, Mahomes. And they'll start with great field position at the 41-yard line. If they needed a break, they needed to make a play here in the 3rd quarter. Defensively, they did that. Now they got to go quickly and get some points on the board.
And the best part is that they made their own break, taking the ball away. Now they just look at their offense and saying, guys,
let's go.
Come on, capitalize on this one.
I got you, punk.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And my goodness, another interception. Picked by Kendall Fuller. And they are going to take over right there at the 22-yard line. The interception woes, they just continue to mount. He's thrown 5 picks. At this point, you got to be thinking, is it something between the ears?
I think a confidence hit does occur once you start getting those numbers up there a little bit. But as you and I both know, it's not always just one guy's fault. Maybe somebody ran the wrong pattern. Maybe some balls were tipped. It could be so many different things. Bottom line, though, it comes back to the guy throwing it.
And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked off by Harrison Smith. And a return this time will go out to the 42-yard line.
Okay, it's real simple to say from here, but we know that sometimes as a quarterback, you've got to know when to say when and just throw it away. Flushed out to the right, tries to make something out of nothing here, and he winds up floating one downfield that gets intercepted.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. He gets this one to Johnson. That throw good for 4. It's second down.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders. Hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or?
Better against man, because now you're running away from someone and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6.
Listen to me.
Cousins. And now here is another interception. Picked by Kendall Fuller. And to the 40-yard line, that's where the return stops. What a nightmarish game he's having now. 6 interceptions that he has thrown.
Absolutely unbelievable, isn't it? Hard to believe we're watching this and have seen it, but it just tells you about the game of football. It giveth and it taketh away.
Yeah, the guys, though, that have thrown 6 interceptions in a game, the likes of Peyton Manning, Brett Favre, I think Joe Namath, he did it 3 times. They start the drive on the ground. It's Williams. And he'll push this forward only to about the 42-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too. Mahomes
dropping one to Williams here. Call it a pickup of 7, and that'll make it 3rd and 1. Mahomes to throw on 3rd and 1. Flush to his right. He's got the first down and more inside the 40. And finally down at the 36-yard line. A nice job there on the escape and scramble. A first down, a 16-yard gain. Throwing now is Mahomes. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. Looking to throw is Mahomes. Escaping the pressure right. And he's got his receiver. That's Sammy Watkins. And they're able to get this one past the 30 to the 25-yard line. Nice play for Kansas City, picking up the first 18 yards that time. Mahomes firing complete. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. To throw again on 2nd down. Mahomes hit. He lost the football. And this belongs to the Vikings.
When I see a play like that, I come back to risk reward. I don't know about you, but is it worth it at that point, whatever you're going to pick up, to either take the hit, and in this case, lose the football?
So, should have gone down. I mean, hindsight's always 20/20, but that's the safe play.
You're exactly right. Hindsight's really never wrong, is it? Because you can analyze it, but I think ultimately you got to look at it as a first option, taking care of the ball, getting what you can, and that's it. Don't worry about it anymore.
And he almost gets this to the 30, taken down about a yard shy. 17 yards, first down, Vikings. A first down throw for Cousins. Lets it fly for Thielen. And that'll wind up incomplete. Try to give his man room to run under it, but it's 2nd down. Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 29.
Go, go, go.
Here's Cousins. And my goodness, another interception. Darren Lee picks it.